Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to Mass Effect. I'm a little not with it today. I'm kind of tired. I've had a long weekend, and it's a Sunday evening, and I'm this close to just nodding off on the spot. I really am. But nevertheless, we're going to play some Mass Effect tonight. Previously, we proved to the Council that Saren was a traitorous bastard, and we've been given leave to go and hunt him down like the dog he is. We're about to hop on the Normandy and go fly off into space, and oh, there's a keeper. Scan for the little quest, and that's not the right button. That's not it either. Ah, good. It's been just long enough for me to forget all of the game's controls. Now, which button holsters the weapon? It's not that one. Oh, God.
Eat this!
No, oh, that is a grenade. Everybody, we should move. And now I'm walking.
Rally round!
This is not going well, is it?
You're good to go.
No, that's Medigel.
All clear.
H to holster weapon. I still don't know. How do I stop walking? It's not Z. Fucking hell. I'm stuck walking. Help! Help! This is a great start to the stream, isn't it? Key bindings. Toggle walk is T for some insane reason. Okay. It's fine, guys. We can edit it all out. We can, but it probably won't. Let's be honest.
Stand
Spacebar to
by,
activate
shore
stuff. I
party.
don't remember that. Spacebar.
Decontamination
Not E.
in progress.
It's not F. Editing is for cowards. Yeah.
I heard what happened to Captain Anderson. Survives 100 battles and then gets taken down by backroom politics. Just watch your back, Commander. Things go bad on this mission, you're next on their chopping block.
Saren's out there somewhere, and we're gonna find him.
Everyone on this ship's behind you, Commander. 100%. Intercom's open. If you got anything you want to say to the crew, now's the time.
Let's do this one.
Listen up, Normandy. This is your commander speaking. We have our orders. Find Saren before he finds the conduit, and I refuse to let anything get in the way of that mission. The Council wants to ignore this. That's no surprise. They never helped us in the past, no reason they'd start now. But we don't need their help. We can do this on our own. Wherever Saren goes, we'll follow. Wherever he searches for the conduit, we'll be there. We will hunt him to the very ends of the galaxy and bring him down.
Hoorah!
This is the most important mission any of us have ever been on. The fate of an entire galaxy is at stake. We will stop Saren no matter what the cost.
Well said, Commander. Captain will be proud.
Fancy speeches won't stop Saren from finding the conduit. If we really want to make the captain proud, we better get this bird in the air.
Yes, ma'am.
Can't listen to like a sort of inspiring speech in a military setting in a work of fiction anymore without thinking of that scene from Generation Kill. Those who've watched it know what I mean. Oh, Commander, the mic isn't on. What's up, Presley?
If anyone has to take over for Captain Anderson, I'm glad it's you. I'm not sure about having non-humans on our ship, though.
This guy's nickname was definitely Elvis in training.
We're all on the same team here, Presley.
With all due respect, ma'am, that's what they said about Nihilus. Look how that turned out.
I'm in charge here, Presley. I decide if we have non-humans on this vessel.
Yes, ma'am. Understood, ma'am.
Speak freely, Presley. I want to know if you have a problem with non-humans.
It's not that, Commander. Humanity has always handled its own problems. Saren attacked one of our colonies. We should be the ones to stop him. We don't need their help.
Some people think asking for help is a sign of weakness. That's just being stupid and stubborn. No matter how strong you are, allies can make you stronger.
I guess so. Maybe I'm just stuck in the old ways of thinking. But don't worry, Commander. This won't be a problem.
How did you end up assigned to the Normandy?
I signed up with the Alliance as a navigator right out of school, following in my grandfather's footsteps, I guess. My first posting was on the Agincourt. We were at Elysium during the Skillian Blitz. A massive fleet of alien raiders hit the colony, trying to wipe it out. They had the numbers, but their ships were no match for an Alliance frigate. It was a slaughter. We couldn't even keep track of how many ships they lost.
How'd you end up on the Normandy?
I got my officer's commission after Elysium. Must have made an impression on the right people. Captain asked for me when he was picking his crew.
Carry on, Presley.
Yes, ma'am.
Alright. Oh, we got a bit of Renegade and a bit of Paragon. Jolly good. Well, there's the space map. We use that to travel to places. However, I'm going to have a little look around and talk at some people for a while. This door will open. Bloody hell. There we go. Isn't this the captain's quarters? It took me years to notice this even was here when I first played this. Got a little codex entry. The two bunks just smushed together. That looks really comfortable. What's the difference between this thing and this thing? You got two desks, both with a screen each, and a weird looking lamp. Lots of these weird looking lamps, actually. What up, Caden?
Anything you need, Commander?
What's your opinion on the last mission?
I don't see how we could have done things any better. At least not without getting to Eden Prime sooner. And we were on the scene faster than any other Alliance ship could have been.
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
I've wasted enough of your time for now, Commander. We'll have time for personal debriefings later.
We'll talk another time, Lieutenant.
Commander?
Toodle pip. Lieutenant Pretty Boy. Ooh. Stuff. Any of it any good? The answer seems to be no. Hello all. Where's Ashley gone? Is she upstairs? Normally she's... Oh, wait, no. Yeah, no, she's down in the cargo bit, isn't she? I forgot. This is she only stands here after Eden Prime, then she goes down to the cargo bit after that. I remember. There's the dock. She got anything new to say?
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
No.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
What's the count at now? We could artificially inflate that just by talking to her repeatedly. I think we might be up to 8. We can do the Wrex Shepherd routine. Maybe just once for the memories. Speak of the devil.
Nice ship you've got, Shepard. What can I do for you?
What's your story, Wrex?
There's no story. Go ask the Quarian if you want stories.
I actually forgot we had Tali with us. I completely forgot, yeah. She's down in the engine bit, isn't she?
You Krogans live for centuries. Don't tell me you haven't had a few interesting adventures.
Well, there was this one time the Turians almost wiped out our entire race. That was fun.
Yeah, they tried the same with us, but we fought them off.
It's not the same.
It seems pretty much the same to me.
So your people were infected with a genetic mutation? An infection that makes only a few in 1,000 children survive birth? And I suppose it's destroying your entire species?
You're still here. Can't be all that bad.
I don't expect you to understand, but don't compare humanity's fate with the Krogan.
I was just making conversation. I wasn't trying to upset you.
Your ignorance doesn't upset me, Shepard. As for the Krogan, I gave up on them long ago. The genophage infected us, but it's not what's killing us.
What can you tell me about the genophage?
Ask the Solarians if you want details. They made it. All I know, it makes breeding nearly impossible. Thousands die in stillbirth, and most never get that far. Every Krogan is infected, every one. And no one's rushing to find a cure.
Why don't the Krogan try to find a cure?
When was the last time you saw a Krogan scientist? You ask a Krogan, would he rather find a cure for the genophage or fight for credits? He'll choose fighting every time. It's just who we are, Shepard. I can't change that. Nobody can.
Don't you just love alien species in sci-fi that have one archetype and they never deviate from it?
Are your people really dying?
We're sure not getting any stronger. We're too spread out. None of us are interested in staying in our own system.
Lots of species have left their homes and prospered.
But they go to colonize new worlds. We're not settlers. We're warriors. We want to fight. So we leave. Hire ourselves out. And most of us never go back.
So long, Wrex.
Shepard.
Oh, we're gonna level up, but first.
Shepard.
Wrex.
Shepard.
Wrex.
There we go. For old time's sake. Right. What do we want to invest our points in? I've been a very bad biotic, haven't I? I've put virtually no points into actual biotic abilities. I've just been putting points into guns. Guns and intimidate and stat buffs. I'm going to keep maximizing intimidate. I don't want to miss out on a fun renegade option if it comes up. Oh, and fuck it, we'll have some Spectre training as well, just for giggles. I'm going to keep ignoring my biotic abilities because I clearly should have picked Soldier.
Commander?
What's your opinion of the last mission?
Kinda wish you'd got there sooner, Commander. No offense, I appreciate the rescue. I just wish...
They died, you lived. That happens in this job.
Yes, Commander. Believe me, I understand that. If I had been more alert, we wouldn't have been cut down by an ambush.
The answer seems plain enough to me. Be more alert.
Aye, aye, Commander. I'll make sure it doesn't happen again.
Do you have a few minutes to talk? One-on-one?
I'm sorry, Commander. I need to get my duty squared away. I wouldn't mind talking more later, though.
Dismissed, Chief.
Ma'am.
I don't think a lot of the... Yeah, Caden and Ashley don't have anything new to talk about, do they? Until you've done another mission. Garrus might have some stuff to say, though.
Thanks for bringing me on board, Commander. I knew working with the Spectre would be better than life at CSEC.
Have you worked with the Spectre before?
Well, no, but I know what they're like. Spectres make their own rules. You're free to handle things your way. At CSEC, you're buried by rules. The damn bureaucrats are always on your back.
For the most part, the rules are there for a reason.
Maybe. But sometimes it feels like the rules are only there to stop me from doing my work. If I'm trying to take down a suspect, it shouldn't matter how I do it, as long as I do it. But CSEC wants it done their way. Protocol and procedure come first. That's why I left.
So you just quit because you didn't like the way they do things?
There's more to it than that. It didn't start out bad, but as I rose in ranks, I got saddled with more and more red tape. CSEC's handling of Saren was typical. I just couldn't take it anymore. I hate leaving.
You did the right thing. Life's too short to sit around waiting for things to happen.
Yeah, you're probably right. Either way, I plan to make the most of this. And without CSEC headquarters looking over my shoulder, well, maybe I can get the job done my way for a change.
As long as you do your job well, you're free to go about your business as you see fit.
Thank you, Commander.
Oh, Mako. We've not driven the Mako yet, have we? We shall be doing it today, no doubt.
Hey, Commander. Looking for some extra supplies before you head out?
What have you got?
Whatever you want. Armor, weapons, mods. It's not standard Alliance issue, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. Well, as long as you don't mind paying for it.
Yeah, Garrus was a little quiet, wasn't he? The audio, oh my god, brain.exe is stopped working. What was I trying to say there? The dialogue audio is very inconsistent in this game at times.
Why should I pay you for my weapons and armor?
My stuff doesn't come from the Alliance. I have to purchase it myself, and it's not cheap. Hell, the licenses alone have set me back more than I'd like. But no licenses, no goods. Without the goods, I'm out of a job.
What are licenses? Why do you need them?
Manufacturers sell licenses. Each license allows me to buy and sell a certain brand of products. I already have several basic ones, but you'll need to buy more if you want me to bring in different brands. Many of the best licenses are hard to get, but they're well worth the cost if you can find them.
What do the different manufacturers offer?
There are too many for me to keep track of, but each license will explain what it's good for.
How often will you get new items?
Well, that depends on how many licenses you've purchased, but I'll rotate items on a regular basis regardless. And anytime we land someplace with a big enough port, I'll buy, sell, and trade whatever I can. Check back often. I need to move items quickly, so only the most basic items will be stocked consistently.
I don't remember. Does this guy ever have anything decent? You might have a couple of decent things if you get the licenses for it, but most, as I've said in the past, most of the merchants and vendors in this game are not really worth buying from, because you'll just loot stuff during missions that's as good or if not better.
Let's see what you got.
You bet, Commander.
Okay, yeah, a lot of this is comically expensive. That might be worth having. Yeah. Ooh, Medigel upgrade as well. Bit of light armor. That's just a better version of what we're currently wearing, isn't it? How much is it? Oh, way too much. We never ever get paid, do we, in this game? Like a wage. It needs to be like an in-between quest between Mass Effect 1 and 2, where Shepard goes to hunt down but all the paychecks she's been owed and were not delivered. Let's talk to Adams first, actually.
Hey, Commander, you know that Quarian, Tali? She's been spending all her time down here asking me about our engines.
I'll tell her to leave you alone.
What? No, she's amazing. I wish my guys were half as smart as she is. Give her a month on board and she'll know more about our engines than I do. She's got a real knack for technology, that one. I can see why you wanted her to come along.
No Spectre salary either, yeah, you're right. Not even like a signing on bonus. It's got a real knack for technology, that one. I can see why you wanted it to come along. I didn't. That's true, actually. That's the way I played it, is that we were kind of not totally keen on the idea of it coming along.
Ambassador Udina made me take her along.
Normally, I don't have anything nice to say about politicians, but he made a good call on this. However, I'm guessing that's not why you came down here.
Fill me in on the IES stealth system. How does it work exactly?
You can't hide a ship out in space. They emit too much heat and radiation. Too easy for sensors to pick them up, unless you find a way to capture those emissions. So our stealth systems trap the energy we give off in storage sinks built into the ship itself. No emissions to give away our location. Eventually the sinks have to be vented. More than a few hours silent running and they overheat. Cook us inside our own hull.
There's no way for anyone to detect us?
A visual scan can still pick us up. Anyone looking out a window can see us plain as day. But you have to be pretty close to get an actual visual out in space. Most vessels rely on scanners. As long as the stealth systems are engaged, they can't see us. Not unless we accelerate to FTL speeds.
Why doesn't it work with faster-than-light travel?
Cranking up the FTL blue shifts our emissions, pushes them into frequencies too high to capture in the sinks. As soon as we make the jump, it's like setting off a flare. Sensors can pick up our location whenever we enter or exit FTL flight, but for short-range missions, our stealth systems are amazing, and we've got the only one.
This is one of the things that made this game so good back in the day, actually, is how much thought went into the world building and stuff. It does involve a lot of dialogue where people are explaining shit to you that your character really probably ought to already know, but it made the world feel a bit more real, you know? I don't want to waggle a finger at Starfield or anything, because that's a very hip and trendy thing to do these days, and I'm a lifelong contrarian, so fuck that noise. I actually quite enjoy Starfield, but I must admit, Starfield was missing a bit of this kind of stuff for me. You don't even get any proper world building in Starfield unless you do a specific faction quest line, which actually fills you in on, like, the history of the setting. It's weird like that.
Where else have you served, Adams?
If you name a class of Alliance ship, I've probably served on it. Everything from dreadnoughts and carriers right down to frigates like the Normandy. My last assignment was on the Tokyo, only a cruiser, but she was a good ship. Couldn't hold a candle to the Normandy, though.
I want to know more about the Normandy.
She's the best ship I've ever served on, probably the fastest vessel ever designed. She's the only one using the new Tantalus drive core.
What's so special about the Tantalus drive core?
Proportionally, it's about twice the size of any other vessel. Not only are we faster, we can run at FTL speeds longer before we have to discharge the core.
Carry on, Adams.
Aye, aye.
Thank you for the Lord dump. Some more codex entries, which we will grab for the XP, even though I probably won't read the actual codex entries.
Your ship's amazing, Shepard. I've never seen a drive core like this before. I can't believe you were able to fit it into a ship this small. I'm starting to understand why you humans have been so successful. I had no idea Alliance vessels were so advanced.
An ensign who served on multiple ships. You don't know when he was commissioned. He could have been a whatever the Alliance equivalent of a leading hand is for many years before that. JB. I'm going to nitpick your nitpicking, sir.
The Normandy's a prototype, cutting-edge technology.
A month ago, I was patching a makeshift fuel line into a converted tug ship in the flotilla. Now, I'm sitting on board one of the most advanced vessels in Citadel space. I have to thank you again for bringing me along. Traveling on a vessel like this is a dream come true for me.
I had no idea you found ship technology so interesting.
It comes with being a Quarian. The migrant fleet is the key to the survival of my people. Ships are our most valuable resource. But we don't have anything like this. We make do with cast-offs and second-hand equipment. We just try to keep them running for as long as we can. Some of the fleet's larger vessels date all the way back to our original flight from the Geth.
I can't believe your fleet's still using ships that are 3 centuries old.
They're constantly being repaired, modified, and refitted. They aren't pretty, but they work, mostly. We've tried to make ourselves as independent as possible on the flotilla, grow our own food, mine, and process our own fuel. But some things we just can't make on our own. A patch to maintain the hull integrity requires raw materials we just don't have. That's why our pilgrimages are so important.
I want to know more about the pilgrimage.
When my people reach maturity, we leave our birth ships and seek acceptance with a new crew. It's necessary to maintain genetic diversity among the fleet. But no ship wants to accept someone who will be a burden on them. So, to prove our worth, we embark on a pilgrimage. We set out alone, leaving the flotilla and our families behind us. We only return once we have found something of value we can bring back to the fleet. This is presented as a gift to the captain of the respective ship we wish to join. If the gift is accepted, we are welcomed into the crew.
I can't believe they just send you off alone.
It's not like they just cast us out. Before we leave, we are given lessons in how to survive outside the flotilla, and given gifts to help us on our journey. We also receive implants to fight off sickness and disease. Generations of living in an isolated and highly controlled environment have left our immune systems weaker than most. By the time we leave the fleet, we are well equipped for the pilgrimage. This is a rite of passage for all Quarians. If it were dangerous, our numbers would suffer. Virtually every pilgrimage ends with a triumphant return and the ritual presentation of the gift to one of the fleet's captains.
Can a captain choose to reject the gift?
That doesn't happen often. Most captains are eager to increase the size of their crew. It increases their own standing in our society. Even when a gift is not particularly valuable, the captain usually accepts it out of a sense of tradition. However, there is a stigma to presenting a substandard gift. It's not the best way to make a good impression on a new community. Most pilgrims don't return until they find something worthwhile.
I want to talk about something else.
Like what?
Tell me about your people.
Our lives aren't easy. Resources are scarce, and we are constantly on the move. Everything we do must in some way contribute to the continuation of the migrant fleet. There are 17 million Quarians in the flotilla, and each of us relies on the others for survival. The bonds among my people are strong. Unfortunately, we have had to surrender many of the freedoms and civil liberties other species take for granted.
What kind of freedoms?
Well, it's illegal for parents to have more than one child. If our population grows too much, it would strain our resources to their breaking point. Of course, we also can't allow our numbers to become too few. If our population is in decline, the rule against single births is temporarily repealed. In extreme cases of population decline, incentives are even offered to encourage multiple births, though the Conclave hasn't had to take such measures in nearly a century.
I wonder how that works. Because theoretically, if you've got a single child policy as the default, the only way your population is going to remain stable is if absolutely... I mean, it's not going to, is it? It's going to shrink. Because you need every 2 parents to have 2 children's. Oh my god, can you tell I'm a bit tired today? They need to have 2 children in order for the population to remain stable. So that means that, and this is only assuming that every single Quarian pairs off and has kids. Like, there are no Quarians who don't have kids. So assuming that, and that's improbable by itself, but assuming that even if we do assume that all Quarians have kids, they're only having 1 child, which means that their population is in constant decline. So... I'm not sure about the maths on that one, BioWare, but okay.
That's your government.
The Conclave is our civilian branch of government. Each ship can elect a representative to serve on the Conclave and make decisions that affect the fleet as a whole. On matters that affect an individual ship, however, the captain has the final say. It's a tradition that dates back to the early days, when the fleet was governed by martial law. Fortunately, most captains nowadays are smart enough to have an elected council from their crew to give them advice and guidance.
So the ultimate power rests with elected officials?
In practice, the Conclave and the respective council for each ship tend to set the rules that govern our daily lives. But in theory, we are still under military jurisdiction. The 5 top-ranking military officials in the fleet serve on the Admiralty Board. These 5 have the power to overrule any decision by the Conclave in case of emergency. To do so requires unanimous agreement among the Admiralty, and they can only do this once. After that, the entire board must resign their posts. It's a safeguard that served us well. In nearly 3 centuries, the Admiralty Board has only overruled the Conclave 4 times.
Is there any universe reason they didn't find a new planet? Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question, isn't it? I know everyone in the chat is saying, oh, it's because of their biology, but based on what she's just said, unless this got retconned later, the reason their biology is delicate and their immune systems are shite is precisely because they've spent too long homeless on spaceships. So their immune systems weren't, shot to shit before they got on spaceships and were exiled by the geth. So theoretically they could have, assuming they had FTL travel, which maybe they didn't at the time, they could have just fucked off to a new planet immediately. In lore, their home planet is unique in that it has basically no pathogens, so... Okay. So BioWare actually fiddled with that a little bit to make it make more sense later, did they? Okay, fine. But in the first game, she literally just explained it as the fact that it's because they've spent so long on spaceships. That's why their immune systems are rubbish. But clearly that gets retconned at some point. All right, fine.
I want to know more about the geth.
I doubt I can tell you anything you don't already know. It's been almost 3 centuries since they drove my people into exile. All I know is the story of their origins, what they were when we created them, and how they turned on us.
Interesting.
The geth were originally created to serve as an automated manual labor force. Initially, their intelligence was as limited as any VI. Over time, we made small modifications to their programming to allow them to perform more varied and complex tasks, bringing them closer and closer to true AI status.
You had to know it would blow up in your face.
The changes were so insignificant, so gradual, that we were able to control them. Or so we thought. But one thing we underestimated was the power of the neural network. 1 million geth thinking simultaneously created an inherently unstable matrix.
So the geth share brain power?
Many of the geth's logic systems were designed to work in concert with other nearby geth. Basically, the more of them you have in a group, the smarter they are.
So there's some sort of group consciousness?
No, nothing like that. They cannot share sensory data or information. Their programming cannot handle that much simultaneous input. Each geth maintains an individual awareness and identity. The neural network only operates on a process-based level. It's basically the synthetic equivalent of a subconscious. But when they're in close proximity, they can coordinate low-level functional processes, freeing up more capacity for original or independent thought.
I don't get it. This is nerd shit.
That doesn't make any sense.
I'm probably oversimplifying. The geth are incredibly advanced and complex creations. All you need to know is that they get smarter when they gather in large numbers. As we built more and more geth, their effective intelligence became more sophisticated, more abstract. One day, a geth began to ask its Quarian overseer questions about the nature of its existence. Am I alive? Why am I here? What is my purpose? As you can imagine, this caused a near panic among my people.
What did you do?
It was inevitable the newly sentient geth would rebel against their situation. We knew they would rise up against us, so we acted first.
You pushed a crowd strike update.
Went out across all Quarian-controlled systems to permanently deactivate all geth. The geth responded to this order violently.
You didn't really think they'd just let you destroy them without a fight, did you?
The hope was that most of the geth would still be little more than machines, incapable of organized resistance. But they had progressed much further than anyone anticipated. The war was long and bloody. Millions upon millions of Quarians died at their hands. In the end, we were forced to flee our own homeworld. We feared the geth would pursue us, but they never came beyond the veil. Now we drift through space, exile searching for a way to reclaim what was once ours.
It's hard to feel sorry for you. Your ancestors tried to wipe out another species.
We made a mistake when we created the geth in the first place. But we did not make a mistake when we went to war against them. If we had not acted, they would have wiped us out. They're a synthetic life form. They have no use for organics. None. Why do you think they cut themselves off from the rest of the galaxy? Why do you think they've killed every organic being who's ever tried to contact them?
They didn't kill Saren.
What does that tell you? The geth are not innocent victims in all this. They're the enemy. They want to destroy us. Not just the Quarians. All organic life. That's why they've joined up with Saren. And that's why we have to stop him.
I should go.
See you later.
I think we're up to number 9 on that count now, aren't we? Right, that was entirely too much techno-babble. I think Shepard needs to go and eat some crayons now. Alright, have we chatted to everybody down here? I think we have, haven't we? Well, that's a lot of talking. That's a lot of bloody talking. I need to go shoot something. We need to go to space map, don't we? Space map! To the space map! Shep's backstory being Marine. She is a Marine. Just like Caden and Ashley. Alright, zoom out from the Citadel. That's that iconic galaxy map music. How do I zoom out further? Just escape. Okay, there we go. Right, now this little side questy thing was Argus Row, wasn't it? Hydra system. I'm going to open the audio options in a minute and try and turn up the dialogue volume a bit more if I can. Because it was a bit quiet. But I can't do it during the cutscene, so... No, I can't actually. Alright, whatever.
Message coming in.
Ah, here we go.
Patching it through.
General distress call from the Sacred Angel Medical Transport. Critical system failure. Losing power. Emergency landing. Argos. Communications failing. Life support, emergency transponder. Won't last.
Love the dead-eyed stare. Warning, level 2 heat hazard. Metgos is a large terrestrial planet with an atmosphere of carbon dioxide and nitrogen. Its hot surface is mainly composed of nickel with deposits of potassium and heavy metals. It's a mineralogical treasure trove, with concentrated heavy elements constantly being brought to the surface by volcanic activity. Metgos is inhospitable and dangerous, and expeditions must be well prepared to survive any length of time. Don't worry, my skin-tight spacesuit will be more than adequate to protect us. Yeah, okay. Don't worry. Our spandex will protect us. Who do we want to bring with us? Oh, don't be silly. Like you didn't know who. It's Mako time, everybody. Oh, yeah. Space to jump. Shift to boost. Oh, I've missed you, dear Mako. Always gives me flashbacks to Battlezone, driving around on the planets in this game. That game is well ahead of its time, Battlezone. I bloody love it. Still to this day, I play it every now and again. One of 1998's most underrated gems. How do I zoom in? I've forgotten. That's control for some odd reason. Right, map. We've got a couple of question marks and we got some debris out this way. Yeah, middle mouse doesn't do anything. I assumed it would be middle mouse, Palpatine, but yeah. Middle mouse doesn't seem to do anything in the Mako. Oh my god. What was I doing there? Oh god, I missed this thing. There we go, it's over here. Did games use middle mouse much when Mass Effect 1 was made? I think a little bit. I could be wrong, but I think the original Call of Duty had middle mouse to aim down sights by default. Oh, yeah, it's down here what we're after, isn't it? Bonk, bonk, bonk. There we go. Ah, the reverse gear on this thing is impressive, isn't it? Here it is. Now here's the question. How do we get out of the Mako? What button is that? It's Q. Okay. That was a lucky guess, that. Electronic skill too low. You're fucking joking. Oh. Can we go back to the ship and get Tali? Never mind. How do we get back to the ship, actually, having said that? I don't know. Options, anyway. I wanted to go to here, didn't I? Turn dialogue volume up a bit. For the map. Ah, yeah, return to Normandy. Alright, let's do this again. Let's bring Tali, though. Land. Tali and Garrus. I've no idea what Tali's equipped with, actually, because it's the first time I've ever used her. Might have to... She's probably got a bunch of experience points to spend as well, come to think of it. Oh, Garrus has got some and all. Right, tactical armor for you, Sonny Jim. Actually, have a point of sniper rifles as well. What his helmet looks like. Tali! 18 motherfucking points, okay. Electronics. Boop, 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 boop. Plenty of that, please. Some points in pistols. Bit of basic armor. One more point to spend. I guess I'll put it in damping or something. I don't know. That was probably not a very efficient use of points, but I don't really care. And also, of course, you can't toggle her helmet. Great. Equipment. Hello, Tali. Let's make sure you've got some half-decent equipment. You're mostly pistols, aren't you? So, fortunately, I don't have much in the way of pistols that aren't rubbish. I guess you can have that. And some phasic rounds, just for giggles. Now, didn't I pick up a grenade thing? Somewhere. Oh, but I think it might have been just a passive upgrade. Yeah, the grenades and Medigel, yeah. That's what it was. Garrus, have you got a good sniper rifle, mate? Yeah, he does. Right. Once more with feeling. Be nice if the... oh wait, I think it does actually have a compass of sorts, doesn't it? The little map in the corner. There's a little sort of like triangle at the top that indicates north. Alright, that helps. Echo boosters are the best Legendary Edition change. Original was just the jump jets. Was it? Wow, I didn't realise that. I felt like it always had the boosters. That's what you get for not playing the game in 15 years, I suppose. I suppose the boosters help you in those scenarios where you kind of couldn't quite climb up to the top of something. It does remove some of the challenge of exploration in the Mako, though. Right, here we go. Oh, so close. Oh, oh God. It's truly going to be the one time I screw up this minigame. Yeah, bypass failed. But I can just try again, so it's okay. Okay, stop fucking about, mate. Do it properly. Oh. There we go. Motorized joints and chemical rounds too. Oh, I do love my chemical rounds. Who else wants some Geneva suggestion rounds? You want some for your sniper rifle, Garrus? There you go. And a combat sensor, just for giggles. There we go. Right. Northeast to find the other point of interest. Oh man. The boost actually didn't help there. It's always a question in RPGs, can you ever just, you know, try again? Well, that's the thing, that's why, like, taking 10 or taking 20 exists in D&D, right? Because if you, you know, basically just assumes the fact that, like, if you need to open a lock or something and you've got enough time without being disturbed, you might as well just assume you've attempted it enough times to roll a 20, or roll a 10 if you've got slightly less time. Like, if your character is able to spend all afternoon trying to get a lock open, then you can just take 20 and save everybody a lot of, you know, irritation by you repeatedly rolling the dice until you get the result you want. But that doesn't really work quite as well for video games. Can we make the jump? Oh, no, not quite. Sad times. Phew. Car's worse than a Skyrim horse. It is, isn't it? The Skyrim horse would have had no problem getting up that cliff. Oh, we need to head this way. A lot of people really hated this, by the way. This planet exploration stuff in the Mako. Granted, after a while it does lose its novelty. And can get a little tedious, but I always really enjoyed this. This is one of my favourite features of the first game. That's probably why I actually enjoy Starfield, to be fair, and a lot of people don't. Because as soon as I started playing Starfield and I was able to jump down on planets and just wander around and explore, the first thing it reminded me of was this. Just obviously, unfortunately, in Starfield at the moment, you don't have a fancy dandy rover vehicle to drive around in, because if you did, that would make it a lot better. You just have your crappy jetpack instead. And they're going to add a buggy or quad bike in Starfield. Yeah, apparently they are going to add some vehicles into Starfield, aren't they, for planetary exploration at some point, which I welcome and look forward to. If the modders don't get to it first, they do have the creation kit now, so. Oh, no. Okay, good to know. F apparently returns you to Normandy. What have we got here? Some dead Turians. Turian insignia recovered. While searching the wreckage, you found a very old letter stamped with the Gothist colony insignia. Unfortunately, the text is indecipherable. Interesting. Alright, south for the next one. I hope the vehicle is janky and meme-worthy and not a polished experience. About as polished as Skyrim horses, I suspect. Whee! Come on, little Mako. Oh dear. Quite just been no cigar. Every time I see a really cool landscape in this game, like on one of the planets, it just takes me back to watching original series Star Trek with all of those gorgeous, like, matte paintings of alien landscapes they used to use to set the scene before the rest of the episode took place in a cheap-looking interior set. For successfully surveyed a large deposit of thorium.
Just lead the way.
Oh god, I'm hitting all the wrong buttons again.
You lead, I'll follow.
Yeah, there we go.
Looks like the signal's coming from that wreckage.
Careful, Commander. I've got a bad feeling about this. Geth, it's a trap.
I was about to say, let's drive over to it first. Combat! Oh wow, the turret doesn't turn very well when it's in zoomed in mode. Like a world of tanks here in space. Oh, is there something right next to me? There bloody is. There we go. Dealt with. I feel like I've heard, and I feel like it as I play it now, that the Mako combat segments have been made way easier in Legendary Edition. Almost a little too easy. Yeah, you've got a sniper rifle equipped. Tali, I want you to use the pistol. Yeah, okay. Just wanted to make sure we're all good there. Anti-vehicle mine. Ooh, can I shoot it? Better get back, folks. Oh, guess not. Maybe one of you guys can use an ability on it. No. Oh, it's like really hot out here. We're dying. We're actually dying right now. Now it blows up. So is there anything here? No, it was just a trap. Alright. Let's get out of here. Assignments. Terran insignia. Several Terran outposts and colonies were destroyed during the Unification War. Each colony's insignia also disappeared. So we got 1 of 13 collectibles. Alright, yeah. Turned out to be a trap set by the geth. Okay. Well, I got what I wanted. I got to drive around and shoot some stuff. Right. Anything interesting on these other planets? I could read all the descriptions. I'm not going to. Oh, another insignia. I love that every planet has a description, though. I'm not reading them right now because we're streaming, but I used to read through all of these when I played the game back in the day, just absorbing all the info. All right. Okay, I suggest we go grab Liara first on our whistle-stop tour of the main missions. Which one of these is she actually on? I forget. The Mako is always powerful, but I'm sure it used to be made of tissue paper. Yeah, I feel like I used to get blown up a lot more often. Oh yeah, if I remember correctly, if you manually move the mouse over the asteroid belt, sometimes you find things. Not today, though, it looks like.
Commander, I'm picking up a signal from the planet's surface. It looks like an automated distress beacon.
Headless is a terrestrial planet with an atmosphere of carbon dioxide and nitrogen. Sounds very similar to the last one we were on. Alright, Tali and Garrus again. I'm going to be bringing Tali along a lot, actually, I think, just so I can unlock things. What's with all the whoosh sounds? Oh, is this where we meet our first Thresher? Yes, it is! Hello, beastie. The little tentacles poking out of the ground is such a silly video gamey mechanic. Can I run it over? Probably not worth finding out, is it? Dodging these attacks, am I? But oh my god, hello. Bit of a terrain malfunction here. You're a loud bugger, aren't you? Right, I can't shoot while you're repairing, in case you were curious as to why I'm not firing right now. Look at him burrowing around like Bugs Bunny. Your health bar is at 0, sir. Why are you not dead? Thank you. You guys didn't walk without rhythm, did you?
Alliance soldiers. Looks like they were lured here by the distress beacon.
Radioactive rounds. Ooh.
Looks like these men were under
delicious.
Admiral Hoku's command. He'd want to know what happened here.
How do you know that, Garrus? I mean, whose command they're under? I like their not Mako. It looks like it has a bigger gun than ours. They're all wearing his merch. Right, what else is there to find while we're here? Something in this sort of direction. Oh, the whoosh sound is those asteroids, isn't it? Asteroids, meteors, really, would be the right. Oh, that's just wonderful. Look at that. Let's have a bit of photo mode. Very nice. That'll do. That might be the thumbnail. Let's take another one with it slightly more zoomed in like that. There we go. Best addition to the Legendary Edition has got to be photo mode for sure. Spice money. Speaking of, has anyone played that Dune 4X? Spice Wars or whatever it's called? Is it any good? Dune video games are few and far between, but the ones that do exist tend to be rather decent. Yes, it is really good. Oh, nice. I might put it on my wish list then. I heard the Conan Exiles developers are making a Dune, like, open world survival game, which could be a hoot. Because I quite like Conan Exiles. I really ought to play it more often, actually. But if it's like Conan but Dune, yeah, that could be fun. What? Even with Tali here, it's too low? Holy moly, alright. What's that other 4X sci-fi game that I've been meaning to play at some point? I think I own it, but I just haven't got around to playing. It's the one that Das Tactic plays quite a lot on his channel. I cannot remember for the life of me what the name of it is. That's a nice view, isn't it? This game was pretty darn graphically lovely when it originally came out, and then the Legendary Edition has definitely made sure it remains fairly lovely. Distant Worlds, I think that... No. It's not like it's not like a traditional space 4X. It's one where you're like on a planet. And you can create like a little faction. But it takes place almost entirely on a planet in a kind of Alpha Centauri sort of a way. Ah, hell, Alpha Centauri is a bloody game I should play again one of these days. It's been a while. That was an absolute classic. I think I actually enjoyed Alpha Centauri more than actual regular old Civ. To hack this mineral deposit, yes. Truth is, like the scanner that we use to scan these things with, Shepard can just never remember the password for it, so she's got to hack into it just to use it every single time. Right, I feel like we're done here. No, actually, we haven't encountered that anomaly yet, I don't think. We found some debris, but that wasn't actually it. I'm not much of a completionist, folks, I must admit, but I do enjoy driving around on planets in this game, so... There's so many, like, open-world space games over the years that always, like... They failed to have this element to it. Like, I enjoy the X series for what it is, but an Elite Dangerous and that kind of thing, but what always let them down for me was the fact that you couldn't actually go and explore the actual planets. I know you can do that in Elite Dangerous these days, but you couldn't originally. Yeah, see, this is the debris. But there's something else further up north. No Man's Sky is probably the first game I encountered that actually let you get onto the planets. I haven't checked in on No Man's Sky in a while. I do like it, but it's a bit sort of like Fisher-Price. There's something about it that seems... It's not quite gritty enough for me to truly enjoy. It's actually, honestly, one of the reasons I still rate Starfield pretty highly, because it gives you that exact experience. You can get out of your spaceship and land on planets. Now, is there much to see there when you get there? Arguably no, but as someone who is easily amused, it doesn't bother me that much. I still love landing on Mars in Starfield and just walking around for a bit and being like, I'm on fucking Mars, this is cool.
Just lead the way.
Alright. There isn't much comment-wise. I like Dark Tower. I need to go back and try it again, because every time I do play it, I do enjoy it for a little bit. But I know there's been yet another big free update for the game, so... Like wandering through the wilderness in Daggerfall. Barely going to find anything, but the amount of space is still pretty good. Yes, exactly. It's exactly like that. Yeah. It's like going through the wilderness in Daggerfall. You know, there's not... Are you going to find an awful lot out there? Probably not. But at the same time, it's a cool... You can just go for a walk in the countryside. With some big mountains and shiz in the background and that sort of thing, you know. And one of the most popular mods for Daggerfall Unity these days is a mod that allows you to travel along roads in if not real time, but sped up real time, so that you can get to experience actually going through the landscape a bit rather than just fast traveling via a map. Yeah, exactly. You can enjoy the spectacle. Right. Is there anything in this damn asteroid field? Someone said that... Ah, there it is. And signs of habitation. A recon team was sent to investigate one of the larger asteroids. The rock had a small functioning biodome, but no sign of anyone still living there. There was, however, a data console with an intact Prothean data disk inside. Wowie zowie. Let's try some of the other systems. Still trying to track down Liara. I think she might be on Therum. That rings a bell. Nothing in the asteroid belt? Oh. Platinum deposits, eh? What about the outer belt? Remains of an abandoned Solarian fighter. League of One medallion. Cool. Here we go. Yeah, this is the place. Therum is a distant but rich industrial world claimed by the Human Systems Alliance. Its plentiful heavy metals have fueled the recent manufacturing boom on Earth. Core samples rich with the fossils of simple silicon-based organisms indicate Therum was more habitable in the past than it is at present. Perhaps this explains the many Prothean ruins dotting the surface, most of which have been looted by mining corporations. Alrighty then. Wrex and Garrus. Let's go, boys. Music slaps, yeah. God, I love the soundtrack from this series.
Commander, I'm picking up some strange readings. Really strange, like off the damn charts. It looks like it's coming from an underground complex a few clicks away from the drop zone.
Alright, mate. I've said it before, but Starfield really could have benefited from having a better soundtrack. I mean, what's there is fine, but I think that oh, see, that's just marvelous as well, isn't it? We do photo mode while in the Mako. We bloody can! Oh, look at that. That'll do. Honestly, like, I shit you not, I probably... My enjoyment of Starfield would probably shoot right up if I just got a mod that added the Mass Effect soundtrack to the game. I'm not kidding. It's going to be one of those games, a bit like Oblivion, where I'm probably going to end up running a huge custom music folder. I mean, as it is at the moment, whenever I play Starfield, I actually have the music dial and the options turned all the way down to 0, and I just put Spotify on in the background when I'm playing Starfield. Whoa! Steady on there. Oblivion AI moment there with the lava. Oh, do you remember that from the old Idris Let's Play back in the day? A daft woman walking straight into the lava. Oh boy. We've got incoming. It's the Covenant. Oh wait, no, it's the Geth. They just have very similar looking ships. Hello, boys! You done been flanked. Geth are useless at armored warfare. How much more difficult it is to mod music in Starfield. I know different tracks play depending on where you are. It probably works a lot like Skyrim soundtrack modding, in that it's going to be annoyingly complicated. You can't just drag and drop into folders. Level up, boys! Alright, maybe this time I'll actually unlock some... I was about to call them psychic powers there, but they're not, are they? I mean... Unity, yeah, that's a good power to have, that one, actually. There we go, I'll upgrade warp a bit.
Only a fool punches a knapsack in the mouth. We should sneak around and pull its tail.
We're doing alright so far, Wrex. But if you insist. Oh god. Therum welcomes careful drivers. Can you shoot the missiles out of mid-air as they come towards you? You can't. That's a real shame. Where are you hiding? Come on. You naughty little geth. Come out and play. Damn you. God, how do we sprint? Oh, never mind. Got some new guns. Didn't really need to open that, did I? But I've done it now. Actually, cannot remember how to sprint.
Regroup!
Oh, how dare you? How very dare you? Space to sprint. Oh yeah, that's right. Spaces activate and also sprint. I forgot. So this is what happens when it's been over a week since my last play session of the game. I forget all the controls. Particularly since Mass Effect has kind of slightly weird controls, honestly. Nice try. Punk. More guns. Are any of them any good? Got some... Ooh, Wrex. Got some heavy armor Krogan that you can't wear because you're actually... Well, you're not a soldier, are you? You're a vanguard. But presumably you can unlock heavy armor at some point, because otherwise why the fuck is it in the game? No, not impressed with any of these. Maybe Wrex, though. He could use one of these potentially. Nah, what he's got is pretty good, honestly. In fact, isn't he pretty decent with an assault rifle? You should probably be using a good assault rifle. There you go, some chemical rounds for you as well, buddy. Yeah, he's equipped with the assault rifle right now, isn't he? Good. Good, good, good. Just like playing Panzer 44 back in the day, this. Only we're in space. And my shells have no drop to them. He's just a little guy, isn't he? Yeah, the geth armatures are sort of weirdly cute, aren't they? Just trying to waddle along like newborn calves. Fuck you, spaceship. World War II needed more volcano layers. I suppose Iwo Jima technically counted as a volcano layer. In a way. What's up, assholes? Colossus. Flippity flop. Like an Oblivion NPC there, wasn't he? He died and then suddenly the Havoc physics took over. Alright, we've arrived. Did we level up there? We bloody did. Getting a lot of these, aren't we now? With legendary mode enabled, I suppose. Barrier unlocked. Level up throw a bit. Garus! And Wrex. Mr. Wrexham FC himself. Hey, now we can have heavy armor. Let's see, anything good in here? We are collecting a lot of tat now, aren't we? Oh dear. It's one of my least favorite elements of this game, actually, is all the crap you pick up and the way it piles up in your inventory. I'm really, maybe an unpopular opinion this, but I actually was a massive fan of the way the subsequent games cut down on all this garbage. Now then. First aid interface 2, I think would be nice. Wrex! There you go. That's some swish looking armor for you, my friend. I'll give you the shield battery too as well. Okay, this goes a bit further than I thought it did. A rare Mass Effect autosave there. What is up, my dudes? I like to think those two geth were just sat there having a conversation, kind of like the scout troopers at the end of the first season of The Mandalorian, and then just suddenly, Mako! And you're dead. Anything over here? No? Okay. Kind of just looked like it might be a bit of bonus loot there or something. Whoa! Oh my word. What about here? No, just a bunch of weird little vehicles. They look like what would you call them? Like pushback tugs at an airport. That's what they look like. I really need to sort my bloody disk space situation out, don't I? So I can play some more Microsoft Flight Sim. I don't do Flight Sim stuff on the channel very much these days anymore, but I am, rest assured, I'm still very much a Flight Sim nerd. I want to get that new PMDG Boeing 777 that came out recently, but unfortunately, I actually cannot play Flight Sim at the moment because I don't have enough space on my C drive to install the patch, the latest patch for the bloody game, so it's kind of a pain in the ass. Hello? Damn you and your slow-moving rockets. Theros might be your favorite planet. Of the main, like, I wouldn't say optional, but not really optional, of the main mission planets that you can choose which ones you want to go to in what order, yeah, Theros is probably my favorite as well. We might go there next, actually. Alright, boys. Come on, where's the inevitable ambush? The problem with those frisbee grenades we've got is you can't bounce them around corners. Love this music. Ow! You cheeky sniping bastard. We do something about him.
Jammers online.
Possibly overkill. On the other hand, I don't think we even hit him anyway, so he's dead now. See what I mean? Fucking fancy Dan powers that you can use in this game, and the correct solution in spite of that always seems to be to just shoot the bastard. No wonder I always play soldier.
I'm a little busy here.
Oops.
Rally round!
Accidentally issuing commands. We missed someone up there. Shoot his knees! Wow, Garrus, mate, you're like half health right now, dude. Never gonna remember to use all these damn powers. I seem to recall this next bit being quite difficult in the original game. There we go, it's the froggy geth. Could we possibly make any more noise? I guess so. Find your own cover, Wrex. Have to use your powers, Wrex, but apparently we can't. Get in cover, bro. I'll find somewhere else to hang out, I guess. Oh boy. What's the medic? What's the heal button? I don't know. V. Oh. Come on, gun. Oh, what the... Fuck you, dude. Shield down. Bloody sniper's still up there. There we go, not anymore. Alright, is it just the armature left now? I think it might be.
Shutting them down.
Fire in the hole!
Oh god. That's a grenade right on top of me. Also, Garrus, get off the floor, you.
I'm better now.
I'm better now. I got better. Oh, you're kidding. You are actually kidding, game. I just killed it. Oh. Fucking hell. Alright, first things first, eliminate that sniper. Garrus down? I think he is. Oh. They're just right on top of us. Where is this little shit? There he is. Another nade for you. Wrex, can you do throw? I don't think you can he? I can do warp on the thing, but I can try. So really watch out for those big projectiles, they're nasty. Whoop, speak of the devil. Alright, Garrus, get off the floor, mate. I want to get a bit closer so I can see this stupid thing's health bar. Oh, I missed you. Apologise. I apologise. That was rude of me. Ow. I didn't mean to use any Medigel there. I just sort of did automatically. That was weird. Hey guys, get up. Yo, dudes. Not nap time. We've got shit to do. Where's the last baddie? There we go. You gonna get up now? Yes, thank you. Alright, is there anything for us to loot around here? Doesn't look like it. Yeah, I was gonna say they get it back up again if you kill everyone. It'd be a bit dumb if you didn't, because you're not guaranteed to have unity by this point in the game if you spent your points differently. You just have to spend the rest of the game with an unconscious Wrex and Garrus until you unlocked unity. Alright, here we go. Down into the bowels of this facility. We're just going for a casual jog. Don't even have our weapons at the ready. Good thing we've got health regen, you know. I'm a clumsy fellow when it comes to... Oh, God. Okay, we're just stuck now. Reload! Fission mailed. We'll get him next time. Whee! Where are you, little shit? Waddle, waddle, waddle. That's gonna be hell on the knees, that is. Whoa. Just looking at that is making me feel sore. See explodey thing? I shoot explodey thing.
I've visited a Prothean ruin before. Aside from the Citadel, I mean.
Oh. I'm just staring longingly into Rex's eyes. This is awkward. We're just ignoring Garrus. We formed a little non-Garrus club over here. Oh, hello.
Sterile white. Protheans sure build things homey.
More of a kind of beige now, honestly, mate. Uh-oh. An embarrassing way to end the mission, wouldn't it, if we were just stuck in the elevator halfway down? Failed a little bit sooner.
Hello? Could somebody help me? Please?
What if I say no?
Can you hear me out there? I'm trapped. I need help.
Strong English council swimming pool aesthetic, yeah. Totally.
Quit shouting! This place is crawling with geth.
Sorry, I am a little... Look, my name is Dr. Liara Tassoni. I am an archaeologist. Listen, this thing I'm in is a Prothean security device. I cannot move, so I need you to get me out of it, all right?
Now, one of the things I do love about this game is that if you decide to come here and get Liara, like as one of your last main story missions, when you do get here, she has gone a little bit loopy due to being stuck in there for so long. It's one of my favorite things about this game.
How did you end up in there?
I was exploring the ruins when the geth showed up, so I hid in here. Can you believe that? Geth beyond the veil! I activated the tower's defenses. I knew the barrier curtains would keep them out. When I turned it on, I must have hit something I wasn't supposed to. I was trapped in here. You must get me out, please!
Your mother is working with Saren. Whose side are you on?
What? I am not on anybody's side. I may be Benezia's daughter, but I'm nothing like her. I have not spoken to her in years. Please, just get me out of here.
There's some kind of repulsion field in the way.
It's a Prothean barrier curtain. I knew it would keep me safe from the geth. When I turned it on, I must have hit something I wasn't supposed to. I was trapped in here. You must get me out, please!
You shouldn't have been messing with technology you don't understand.
I wasn't going to let the geth capture me. Besides, I know how it works. Mostly. There is a control in here that should deactivate this thing. You'll have to find some way past the barrier curtain. That's the tricky part. The defenses cannot be shut off from the outside. I don't know how you'll get in here. Be careful. There is a Krogan with the geth. They have been trying different ways to get past the barrier.
Okay. Oh, more friends. Whoa, that was close. Any more for any more? Mining laser controls. There is more. There's a little gun bouncing around. Let me in. More useless loot I probably won't end up using. Oh god, come on. There we go. More stupid little upgrades, and most of them are just like, ooh, have 13% extra damage against this type of target. My least favorite type of upgrades in video games, the ones that just provide you with a tiny percentage bonus to something. Oh, so close. Would be the last one I try, wouldn't it? This bit totally reminds me of that first Arbiter level in Halo 2, where you're going up the never-ending elevator, being attacked by the Flood repeatedly. Very similar look to this place.
Oh, how did you get in here? I didn't think there was any way past the barrier.
We blasted through with the mining laser.
Of course. Yes, that makes sense. Please, get me out of here before more geth arrive. That button over there should shut down this containment field.
Any idea how we get out of this place?
There is an elevator back in the center of the tower. At least I think it's an elevator. It should take us out of here. Come on! I still cannot believe all this. Why would the geth come after me? Do you think Benezia's involved?
Saren's looking for the conduit. You're a Prothean expert. Obviously, he wants you to help him find it.
The conduit, but I don't know.
What the hell was that?
These ruins are not stable. That mining laser must have triggered a seismic event. We have to hurry. The whole place is caving in.
Joker, get the Normandy airborne and lock in on my signal. On the double, mister!
Aye, aye, Commander. Secure and away. ETA 8 minutes.
If I die in here, I'll kill him.
As we all just stand here awkwardly. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do.
Surrender. Or don't. That would be more fun.
We don't have time to deal with this idiot. Charge!
I like your attitude.
Whoop. Gareth down here, doesn't he? Get back up, you lazy bastard. Cowardly little sniper. Shepard has never sprinted that long in this entire game. Look at her, she's knackered.
Too close, Commander. 10 more seconds we would have been swimming in molten sulfur. The Normandy isn't equipped to land in exploding volcanoes. They tend to fry our sensors and melt our hull. Just for future reference.
We almost died out there, and your pilot is making jokes?
He's a jerk. He is a jerk.
Sometimes Joker's a real ass. Just try to ignore him.
I see. It must be a human thing. I don't have a lot of experience dealing with your species, Commander. But I am grateful to you. You saved my life back there, and not just from the volcano. Those geth would have killed me or dragged me off to Saren.
What did Saren want with you? Do you know something about the conduit?
Only that it was somehow connected to the Prothean extinction. That is my real area of expertise. I have spent the past 50 years trying to figure out what happened to them.
Just how old are you exactly?
I hate to admit it, but I am only 106.
Damn! I hope I look that good when I'm your age.
A century may seem like a long time to a short-lived species like yours. But among the Asari, I am barely considered more than a child. That is why my research has not received the attention it deserves. Because of my youth, other Asari scholars tend to dismiss my theories on what happened to the Protheans.
I've got my own theory on why the Protheans disappeared.
With all due respect, Commander, I have heard every theory out there. The problem is finding evidence to support them. The Protheans left remarkably little behind. It is almost as if someone did not want the mystery solved. It is like someone came along after the Protheans were gone and cleansed the galaxy of clues. But here is the incredible part. According to my findings, the Protheans were not the first galactic civilization to mysteriously vanish. This cycle began long before them.
Where'd you come up with this theory? I thought there wasn't any evidence.
I have been working on this for 50 years. I have tracked down every scrap and shred of evidence. Eventually, subtle patterns start to emerge, patterns that hint at the truth. It is difficult to explain to someone else. I cannot point to one specific thing to prove my case. It is more a feeling derived from a half-century of dedicated research. But I know I'm right, and eventually I will be able to prove it. There were other civilizations before the Protheans. This cycle has repeated itself many times over.
This sounds like more nerd shit.
Get to the point.
The galaxy is built on a cycle of extinction. Each time a great civilization rises up, it is suddenly and violently cast down. Only ruins survive. The Protheans rose up from a single world until their empire spanned the entire galaxy. Yet even they climbed to the top on the remains of those who came before. Their greatest achievements, the mass relays and the Citadel, are based on the technology of those who came before them. And then, like all the other forgotten civilizations throughout galactic history, the Protheans disappeared. I have dedicated my life to figuring out why.
You're not much of an expert, Doctor. The answer's been standing in front of you the whole time. The Protheans were wiped out by a race of machines, the Reapers.
The Reapers? But I have never heard of. How do you know this? What evidence do you have?
I'm gonna pause here because Twitch has decided to interrupt this important dialogue with an ad break, so bear with us a second. Yeah, I've just noticed the camera's lost the plot again. My I've turned into an Oblivion NPC again. But not if I hold my hand up. That seems to fix it. It's very odd. Hate this camera. Can't be asked to replace it though, because it does technically work. So, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it, I guess. Right.
There was a damaged Prothean beacon on Eden Prime. It burned a vision into my brain. I'm still trying to sort out what it all means.
Visions. Yes, that makes sense. The beacons were designed to transmit information directly into the mind of the user. Finding one that still works is extremely rare. No wonder the geth attacked Eden Prime. The chance to acquire a working beacon, even a badly damaged one, is worth almost any risk. But the beacons were only programmed to interact with Prothean physiology. Whatever information you received would have been confused, unclear. I am amazed you were able to make sense of it at all. A lesser mind would have been utterly destroyed by the process. You must be remarkably strong-willed, Commander.
This isn't helping us find Saren, or the conduit.
Of course, you're right. I am sorry, my scientific curiosity got the better of me. Unfortunately, I do not have any information that could help you find the conduit, or Saren.
Looks like we wasted our time here.
Wait, Commander. Saren might try another attempt on my life. I'd feel safer if you let me stay on your ship. Besides, my knowledge of the Protheans might prove useful later.
And her biotics will come in handy when the fighting starts.
We've already got every other non-human species on board. Might as well add an Asari to the team.
Thank you, Commander. I am very grateful. Oh, I am afraid I am feeling a bit lightheaded.
When was the last time you ate, or slept? Dr. Chakwa should take a look at you.
It is probably just mental exhaustion, coupled with the shock of discovering the Protheans' true fate. I need some time to process all this. Still, it could not hurt to be examined by a medical professional. It will give me the chance to think things over. Are we finished here, Commander?
Go see the doctor. The rest of you, dismissed.
Mission reports are filed, Commander. You want me to patch you through to the Council?
Patch him through, Joker.
Setting up the link now, Commander.
We've received your report, Commander. I understand Dr. Tassoni is on the Normandy.
I assume you're taking the necessary security precautions.
Don't tell me how to do my job.
You are free to act as you see fit, Commander. Our role is to offer guidance and advice.
It's up to you if you're smart enough to listen.
Liara's on our side. The geth were trying to kill her.
Benezia would never allow Saren to kill her daughter.
Maybe she doesn't know.
Or maybe we don't know her. We never expected she could become a traitor.
At least the mission was a success.
Apart from the utter destruction of a major Prothean ruin. Was that really necessary, Shepard?
The geth were crawling all over those ruins. We were lucky to make it out alive.
Of course, Commander. The mission must always take priority.
Good luck, Commander. Remember, we are all counting on you.
Didn't expect an unintentional airplane quote there, but took me slightly off guard, that did. Right, ladies and gents. We're done for today. Oh, should we just take care of this so I don't have to do it when we jump in next time? Yeah, adrenaline burst would be kind of nice. What else? Barrier. We probably should have gotten barrier ages ago, shouldn't we? There we go. Right. Ladies and gentlemen. Boys and girls. It's been a pleasure. More Mass Effect next weekend. I will be streaming again tomorrow. I need to update the schedule widget thingy on Twitch because I haven't done that yet to match the new schedule. But we will be streaming tomorrow evening, even though it's a Monday. It's probably going to be more in Solaris Draco though. So yeah, join us for that if you fancy it. More of the Roman disaster campaign. The last VOD for that did actually go up on YouTube just before I started this stream today, so you can go watch that if you missed it. So yeah, more of that tomorrow, and as for the rest of you who aren't joining me for that, have a good rest of your weekend, what little of it there is. Hope Monday doesn't suck too much, and I'll see you when I see you. Thanks very much, everybody. Toodaloo!